Hello and welcome out to this week's episode of the Gamers Council.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
Oh, I hope so. I sure do. Guys, welcome to the show. And we're doing things just a little different tonight. Got a new setup, so there may be some hiccups. Hopefully not. But we'll see how things go. Got 60 people here watching us live already. Thank you all so much for joining us. We greatly appreciate it. I'll start off with my favorite co-host, my only co-host, the Hargeet Chani. Hargeet, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well. Just watched my Patriots win their divisional round.
What? Patriots? Wow. I didn't know they were winning again. Just kidding.
They are winning again.
How far can they go? All the way?
Well, AFC Championship game where the quarterback, Bo Nix, broke his ankle at the end of this game. So, gee.
Ow.
Not that that's a good thing, but
No,
unfortunately for them, it sucks. For the Patriots, it's kind of good.
Wow.
So, hey, whatever. We'll see how that goes.
No pain, no gain.
Right now.
There you go.
We'll see how that goes. And Seahawks look really, really good. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens.
We'll see. That's the only show that we don't do. That's the only Sunday we don't air a show, and that is Super Bowl Sunday. So just so you know,
probably a good chance the Patriots are going to be playing in the Super Bowl again.
All right, so we may just have you mic'd up anyway. I'm just kidding. And of course,
nightmare continues.
Does it? It does, doesn't it? Yeah. Here we go. Oh man, that's I love it though. That's good. Wait, no Brady. Wait a minute, that's not right. This is something wrong. Okay. Anyway,
the new Brady.
You have the new Brady 2.0. All right, cool. Guys, welcome out to the show. And of course, we have a wonderful set of panelists tonight. And I mean, both these guys are pretty amazing. I've known them for a while. I've worked with them a lot. And it's all because of Mr. Boomstick that I know these guys. And I tell you, it doesn't get any better than Fuzzy Belvedere and Silent Cypher. Fuzzy, welcome to the show, sir. How you doing?
Thank you for having me. Yeah, it's a great time. We got the the developer direct next week. One of my favorite games gets its unveiling for the new location. Yeah, I'm pretty pumped, and this is going to be a good show. So we got a lot to talk about.
Oh, we do, my friend. We definitely do. Silent Cypher, silent no more, buddy. What is up? How you doing?
Good evening, guys. Great to be with you again. Chat, great to see everyone out there. Yeah, no, dude, I'm stoked. We're right on the eve of that showcase. I think this next week's gonna be fun. It's gonna be hilarious to watch how Twitter implodes again too, because inevitably, someone's gonna lose their mind over the fact that we have games on our system.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. The what Hargeet? What is that? I thought Xbox was dead. There it is. Oh man, I got too many houses. Let's see here. Here we go. Oh, see, Xbox dead. Oh, I think we need to update that.
Oh shit.
Bald Brothers keeping the show from starting on time, rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Yeah.
Did everybody hear that? By the way, I just need to know if the TTS worked, and if it did, yay!
I mean, he's not wrong, right? Like when I jumped in, you guys had to sit there and watch me like fumble around with my shit for a few minutes because I also just got a new computer up and running. So still trying to adjust to it, still trying to get everything tweaked. So chat, my apologies.
Oh,
we're here.
It's all good. It's all good. We don't mind that at all. All right, let's see if I can.
But we do have this one before from Adidas.
Yeah. Yes, go ahead.
Before we started, salute to the homies, Hargeet Olives. Just fresh off the Far Q fun. Here you go.
Rain and olives. There you go. Oh yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. Adidas 20 on the background. I like it. I mean, that's a customized olive emoji. You gotta love that for sure.
Right?
that is awesome. And I saw if FarQ was in the chat already. FarQ calling me out, saying start to hit the button. What do you mean? You know that. You know better. Oh man, we love FarQ so much that he's got his own emoji. So in case you didn't know that, that's right. In fact, there's emojis tonight for our game. Much love, brother.
Shout out to him actually too, because he, my son and I started jumping into Arc Raiders, and he became like our Arc Raiders Sherpa. So he saved our asses a handful of times this last week when we were playing. Good people. If you're going on the battlefield, he's a good one to have by your side.
All right, FarQ, we'll talk later because I've got the game, but I haven't really played it much. So I'm gonna need some professional lessons from you, buddy. I would play with Gaz, but he just likes killing me over and over again. You turn around, he's like, shoot me in the head.
Yeah,
like what the fuck? See, dude, I'm on your team. He said, "There's no teams." I don't know. No red line, right, Hargeet? Lotus Esprit. Oh my goodness! Wow.
Lotus Esprit gifts 20 WebDave memberships.
Lotus, thank you so much. That is so kind of you, sir. Greatly appreciate that. I love it. And if you have a membership, don't forget you have access to the emojis. And if you just got a membership, please thank Lotus Esprit. Lotus, thank you so much for all you do for the community. You are amazing, and we do appreciate you coming and listening and watching. We've got over 120 people here watching us live right now. In the corner, the QR code is for the TTS, and if you're looking at the description, there's also the TTS link. So if you want to click on that, it explains how to use TTS as far as having a little bit of fun with us today. So we're going to do our best, but you can actually change voices. You can add sound effects to the show. You can just totally put a big monkey wrench in everything if you want to. Have fun with that. And as little as just, I think it's like the $2 mark is where those kick in. So anyway, if you want to have fun, cool. If not, it's just there for you guys to have fun. Look at that, Hargeet. Look what FarQ did.
And FarQ gifts 5 WebDave memberships.
Thanks, FarQ. You're the best. Oh, does it read member chats?
That's Big Madmo 4379 celebrates 22 months of membership.
Yes.
Fable Ma Forza Meg ears Sept Halo November. I'm sticking to it. Shout out to the panel. Got the Ebony and Ivory twins on here. Good pull. David's Xbox's year.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much for the super chat. And
that Bram Stroker H2S celebrates 13 months of membership.
It reads that one out, Hargeet.
That's awesome.
Oh, freaking second record. I mean, yeah, thanks, FarQ. Oh, Brams. Jesus Christ. You can go ahead and read those out if you want to. I really just read what he did.
All right. And then Bram Stroker, aka FarQ, gives 5 WebDave memberships.
Thanks, Thanks, buddy. We appreciate that. And wow, thank you all for all the gift members. You guys are awesome for doing that. Sweet. Even again, Hargeet.
And then we get another one. Max City Entertainment gifted 5 WebDave memberships.
Thank you. Thank you
Chat
so
is
much.
making it rain. God
I know. I greatly appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it. It's only $1 if you want to get your own membership, just so you know, gifted or whatever. It's just $1. So that's it. Then that gives you access to over like 30 emojis right now, including our guest today are also on there as well. So yeah, it's awesome. So we have the fuzzy Belvedere emoji, and of course we have the silent cipher emoji in the chat. Burn those up. There you go. So Hargeet, we have a lot of different places we can go, a lot of different areas we can start the show with. I mean, all kinds of things. We do have the kind of the main topic, which was in the thumbnail, and we'll do that in just a little bit. We'll hold off on that one just a little bit, get some more people in here. I got 126 right now joining us, which we greatly appreciate that. But let me, I got to get used to this. I got 2 computers running right now. So I got 2 different mouse sets going. But the reason I'm doing that is because I want to make sure that we've had issues in the past where the show would slow down because of some issues with it. I have a brand new computer. Luckily, Hargeet was like, you should probably go ahead and buy that now. So I did. And it was like right before everything went to shit. So Thank you, Hargeet, for that. And the reason I say that is because I have 64 gigs of RAM on this thing. And yeah, it is the Asus again, it's the stick / it's the big G. It even has like the backside of it has a light up LED screen that just scrolls like I don't know what the fuck it's for, but it's there.
future man over here.
Exactly. 2 terabyte hard drive. So not bragging by any means. I'm just saying that I'm ready to go. We are ready for this show to evolve, as it were. All right, so we got let's see the PlayStation fans begging. We're gonna get to that one a little later, and I mean, God bless Dirk Griggity.
If you like this video, please hit the like button.
He put out an amazing video yesterday or day before, and it's awesome. We'll put the link in the chat for that one here in a little bit. We're gonna actually play a little clip of it because it just sets up everything very nicely. Let's see. And let's see. Of course, we're going to give our predictions, rumor, and speculation. A lot of people re-up at that. Thanks, guys.
At Raise Roltron celebrates 7 months of membership.
All right, cool. And we have a new member, too. Did you see that one, Hargeet? That one didn't read, so.
Sure. I don't know if it just takes a while, but okay. No, apparently not. Okay. Kilo Papa Golf. Kilo Papa
Thank you.
Becomes a YouTube member. Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Oh my gosh. Let's see. A lot of stuff doing the showcase. Let's see. Maybe we'll start with this one. Argie's like, what the hell are we doing? I don't know. I'm working on it. I don't know. Let's start off with a little bit of something different. It's gaming related, but is it? I don't know. We'll let you guys decide. Share screen. Oh my God, it's like day one here, Dave. Look, here we go. Share and add, and there we go. All right, cool. So, new television series is coming up, and looks like it has. If you want to read the top of that, there, Hargeet.
Sure. All right. From Jeff Keeley.
That Polygon celebrates 8 months of membership.
Thank you.
All right. Ryan Hurst will play Kratos in the live-action God of War series on Amazon.
Cool. I'm not familiar with this guy. Anybody else?
Yeah, he was great in Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, okay. Now I know you're talking about that. Just didn't. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so
I think that's cool. I think it's especially cool that God of War himself, I forget the guy's name, was freaking out about the fact that someone like Hurst would be taking over the reins for that character. He was throwing a little temper tantrum online. It's pretty good. I don't know
Oh
if you
yeah.
saw that part happen. Yeah.
No. So
I'll get you a link, but he basically was like, "Oh, this isn't the vision that we have, and I don't want him to ruin the IP that I built." I think is basically what he was saying, which I was like, "Oh, that's not cocky or arrogant whatsoever." Like,
Wow.
it's not just you, bud. There were a bunch of other people that actually put that thing together. You just threw a voice on it.
Exactly. Oh, so he was the voice actor for it, and he's the one that touched it.
Correct. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. He came out there and was throwing a fit about it. It was interesting. It felt a little tacky, kind of like his 7 or 8 minute acceptance speech a few years ago at the Video Game Awards.
Oh,
Yeah,
that guy.
that guy.
That guy. Yeah.
I'll see if I can find it and I'll send it to you. It's entertaining.
Yeah. It sounds like he would be a little irritating. Oh goodness. Yeah. Okay. All right. I know exactly what you're talking about now. And I mean, I don't think he looks like Kratos. So what would he be complaining for? I don't know. This guy looks a lot like the character in the face, I think. I don't know. Fuzzy, any thoughts on this? Are you excited for this? Anything?
At some point, if rumors have it, we'll see if this goes multi-platform at some point. I'm waiting to see if they do a big push on some of the either that remake that they were doing for the earlier God of Wars or the rumored earlier remake once that show launches, so they can kind of push some of the God of War titles and see if they can have like a Fallout moment or like a Last of Us type moment with the IP. So we'll see. But he definitely looks the part. So
yeah, I agree. I think he definitely looks the part for sure. What's this comment, Hargeet?
Wow. Drake Williams, typical pony behavior.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lotus, gotta go deal with some haters in another chat. Be back later.
All right, Lotus, thank you so much for joining us, buddy. Appreciate that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, here you go. Found it. So the comment that he ended up throwing out there was this isn't Kratos. I said he's spoken out against Prime Video casting Ryan Hurst as the character. He stated that while he respects the creative choice, Kratos represents years of work for him, and he feels a responsibility to preserve the core of the character that fans have come to love. Of which then he must have gotten slapped up for it, because then he showed up online and threw one out that was like, "Congrats, you're going to be great, boy." So someone must have told him like, "Hey, pull this back because you're making this look gross. Like, stop, get offline."
Yeah, definitely not. Doesn't make him look a very favorable light for him. No, not at all. Not at all. Hargeet, any thoughts?
I mean, I don't watch TV, so I don't really care. Whatever. I'm still waiting for that like original trilogy, like remaster thingy, where I can play the original. What's his name? Jaffe trilogy of God of War.
Yeah.
But
I wonder what he thinks about it. It seems like he would have a little more, I don't know, input as far as, or not say input, but I would mean his opinion would probably seem to weigh a little more on the community than the voice guy. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it seems like a little, I don't know. Not disingenuous, but it's kind of like, I don't know. Sometimes it's what would your mom used to say? If you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all, kind of thing. I don't know. It definitely seems kind of bitter pill kind of guy kind of thing. I don't know. To me, it just seems. Anyway, but as far as the casting goes, cool. I hope so. And that's one of the things that's kind of unique in that situation is that we found out that just, I guess, over the week, this past week, that Sony and Netflix have now a big major agreement to where like expand, and it's going to take time for all the actual different parts of the world where the rights are held, but over the next like 2 or 3 years, eventually Netflix will be the home of all Sony movies. That includes like the Spider-Man series and stuff like that. All that stuff is now whether they decide to put different things on, like they maybe work out an agreement with Disney to continue to have the Marvel movies accessible on the Disney Channel. That's something that that'll be all up to Netflix, which I am assuming they probably wouldn't want to do if they want to, have all the toys and play in their own yard. It's probably what they're shooting for, I would think. But yeah, but that's actually going to happen. But then again, this show is actually going to Amazon. So how long is that agreement for? Is that something that they're going to, keep your tentacles out there and stuff to help them? I don't know. That's the only weird one, but because this is definitely not this new show is definitely not has anything to do with Netflix, which now has the rights, are going to have all the rights to all the Sony properties, including video games and everything. So it's going to be pretty crazy as far as that goes. But all right, we'll let you read that one, Hargeet.
All right, Big Memo. All that's telling me is Sony is broke.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they're broke, but look, this is their pattern. What Hiroki wants to do is leverage the IP, make money. That's what he said. That's what they've been doing. Yep. And you can kind of see it in all the decision making. They don't care about any console war or anything else. They're like, how do I get more dollars for everything that I own? And I'm going to go buy more stuff because I want to make more money off of the IP. That's what they've been doing. You just look at what they're doing. That's what they're doing. So I don't know about broke. I think they're still making money. They're just not investing in specifically gaming. They did that already and it failed miserably. And so they're kind of pushing away from that a bit and saying, let's go invest in the movie side of the house. And that's what they've been doing. Like, you can just see what their moves have been. They also have that car thing, which they just showed at CES. I don't know if that's coming out soon or not, but could be interesting. Like, whatever. We'll see what they do with it, right? Whatever. See if something comes of that.
Yeah, for real. That definitely could be interesting for sure. I mean, it's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy stuff.
Just trying to be fair to them. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, you're right. You're right. Look. Look, all of us here are gamers. We all play games wherever they are, whether it is the Xbox, the PlayStation, the PC, tablets, phones, whatever. That's where we all play games. Streaming on the cloud or whatever. We all play games wherever. I prefer the Xbox ecosystem and Game Pass. That is my bread and butter. That is where I enjoy playing gaming more than anything. And with that, it gives me the ability to play on my phone, on my console, on my PC, or wherever I need to, So that's what I like about it, and it has access to a lot of great games, and soon to have PlayStation games on there as well. What? Anyway, I'm just saying this is definitely the year we're going to get a PlayStation announcement, first party coming to game. I mean,
we already had Helldivers. We already had MLB Show.
Yeah, exactly. And there will be more. Oh yes, there will be more. I mean,
you mean Beyond Marathon? And
oh yeah,
Show?
Oh yeah,
Marathon's coming, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, but we're talking like Spider-Man, Returnal, those kind of games, gonna be coming to.
I don't know if you count Death Stranding. Is that first party PlayStation?
I mean, I don't really consider it as first party, but yeah, I see. Death Stranding 2 we know is going to be coming soon, so we just know. But there's also a lot of salt going on about the developer direct and what's coming day and date and when. But we'll get into that in a few minutes. I promise we're going to cover that today, guys. That's going to be a good part. But let's go to this. Fuzzy, I know that you are super excited. Yes, I'm going to Fuzzy on this one first because you really can't have a discussion about Forza and racing without bringing in the one and only Fuzzy Belvedere. Oh man. So Fuzzy, let's get into let's get into this. A little bit of I guess, a leak or accident that happened online, and I'm not really sure what to make of it. Hargy, do you want to? We're gonna read the top of that real quick, and then I'll click on the image.
Sure. Forza Horizon 6 is releasing on May 19th or May 15th for Premium Edition Early Access, according to a pop-up in Forza Horizon 5. So this was a leak within Forza Horizon 5. Whoopsies. So it's more than likely that it's kind of true. But
yeah, I have a feeling that this could definitely be an oopsie, which happens a lot to all companies, not just Microsoft, but a lot of companies have the little mistakes. People like, getting things all ready and prepped up and let's test it out. And it's like, oh shit, what did I just do? Yeah. But that's, it's okay. It's all right. Because for us, I mean, we're going to find out soon enough. It's just days away from this showcase. But so Fuzzy, your thoughts on, do you think this is real? Do you think this is legit? And do you think, like I do, that this game is ready to go?
Yes, I think someone miscalculated a week, so it probably popped up basically a week prior to the showcase. So some sort of behind the scenes miscommunication, or a 2 and a 7, or something went wrong in that regard.
Yeah.
So figure May 19th release with the 15th for early access, which they've done for at least the past 2 or 3 titles, where if you do the expansion or the ultimate edition, you get the early access like 3 or 4 days. So yeah, I think this is pretty much just a whoops kind of moment, but I think the game is ready. I'm kind of wondering, because there's also been some other stuff in the background where people have seen that they're, instead of it being like a 100 megabyte placeholder or 300 megabyte placeholder like most games, there's like 100 gig downloadable, although I guess it gives you an error if you try to download it. I'm wondering if we get to play a demo the day of the showcase. I'm kind of getting that feeling that we might hear that, oh, we'll play the demo today, and you'll go through like the first mission, drive around a little bit, get to at least see a little bit of stuff to kind of hold you over until May. But yeah, I'm kind of glad they at least gave us a window. Mm-hmm. So now I guess the next thing is to get the actual date for Fable and for the Game Freak game. But I'm good with May. That gives us plenty of time to kind of repair and figure out what car we want to get first, whether it's a Supra or a Skyline or GTR, or if you want, maybe an RX-7 or an RX-8 or something like that as your first car. But yeah, it can't wait. Next week is going to, well, not next week, but this Thursday is going to be a big day for me.
Oh yeah. Yeah. For a lot of us gamers, for sure. And I'd be interested to see if they have any new, I guess, driving elements, like not just the racing, cross country, open world, but hardcore drift racing, maybe. You think it's possible?
I think it's possible. Like, I'll probably do like a little video midday tomorrow, but
nice.
I have a whole wish list of stuff that I want in the game. But one thing that I would like to see is, like, Japan has a couple of like circuit tracks as well as smaller drift tracks.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see them possibly have that incorporated into the map. If they have that drift track, like I know people want to drift through the city and drift down the mountain and stuff like that, but also having like, so you can do the tandem drifting and stuff like that, or the competition stuff. If they have one of those tracks in the map, I think that would be pretty awesome. But yeah, I another mode I hope they have, and it's one I've seen a lot of mods for things like Assetto Corsa, and some people have even made mods for Forza Horizon 5 with the custom playlist stuff that you can make, is what they call a no hesi mode. Basically, you're dipping and dodging in and out of traffic. Now, the one that people have made in Forza Horizon 5, the traffic is stationary, so it's not as I guess, exhilarating in comparison. But just imagine being in rush hour traffic where there's only a little bit of gap between like a couple of trucks or cars, in front of you, and you're trying to do 60 to 90 miles an hour, cutting over and cutting off traffic and trying not to hit any of the cars and stuff. And that's been a mode that people have modded into a set of courses. So if they could do or pull off something like that, I think this will be an instant classic. I think it's going to be a classic no matter what, because of the scenery, the fact that they're in Japan and the whole JDM scene and stuff like that. But if they can have, a mode like that on top of the drifting that everybody kind of expects, this will be an instant classic where it might be hard to convince people to play Forza Horizon 7. So I kind of got a thought process on where the next location could be that would possibly draw people away. But yeah, this is going to be a game that I can see racing enthusiasts, car enthusiasts in general, will be playing for at least the next 10 years. And Playground might be kicking themselves trying to think of a even more exciting location for the next game. But we'll see what happens.
Wow, there you go. That's pretty awesome. I think. And yeah, Hargeet, I heard that little charm too. I was like, wait, what sound is that? And that's from my Xbox app that was doing that. Let me know I need an update. Oh, I'll update later. I'm doing a show right now. Thanks. All right. Anyway. Okay. So, but yeah, I agree with you. There's so many possibilities, so many things they could do with this. And I just really hope that because, like you said, Japan drift racing, Tokyo drift racing, that when that was out on the Xbox, dude, I love that game. And I know a lot of people, I know they kind of had like a resurgence or remake of it, and they released a few years ago. A lot of people were in on that one. I thought that was great. So I'm with you. I think that would be great if they had those elements. I mean, it feels like, somebody's like, you're trying to squeeze too much in the game. It's like, no, we want this to be the definitive racing game. And it's next gen only, correct? So it's not going to be on the older systems. It's next gen or cloud-based, which you can actually stream that on your older systems if you had to. Mm-hmm. So there's that. May not be as quite high fidelity or anything, but you never know. So yeah, I don't know. Silent Cypher, your thoughts on this leak, and what are your expectations for the game?
I'm gonna have to say that I'm a little bit disappointed that it's May. I even on Boom's channel, I think I threw out there that I was feeling pretty good about like March 5th. That sounded like a really good time for me on that one. So I'm a little bit disappointed just because, greedy gamer, I want to play that game right now. I've been waiting, and Japan's always been kind of a bucket list one for them to visit in that series. Mm-hmm. And so I'm really looking forward to getting into that. I guess I can, whether I want to or not, I'm going to have to wait. Right. But it does make me kind of curious as to what Xbox's approach is going to be for these first couple months, which probably leans more cadence into what we were hearing about, possibly like Fallout stuff landing early, like the remasters and stuff, because it sure seems like they're really filling up the mid to back half of the year. So what's going to land up front is kind of what has me a little curious. I figured with Forza being in development for as long as it has been, that would have been a surefire one for them to just drop right there at the beginning of the year. Mm-hmm. So since they're not doing that potentially based on the leak, I don't know. It gets me more curious about what their hand looks like at this point. Like they're playing an interesting hand of poker right now. And I'm very curious as to what we end up getting for the first portion, if this one's not until May. So yeah, but no, I love me some Forza. I go back. I was telling Fuzzy too, is like, I never played the original one when it first came out. I jumped in on number 2 and I worked my way through all those Horizons. And I had always played a little bit with the motorsport ones, but the Horizon ones were always my preference. That was kind of my style. I like more of the arcadey, just, bombing around a freaking vineyard or just like mashing stuff around with your car. It's fun to me. And so yeah, I'm really stoked about this. I do think we'll see a pretty heavy focus on implementing some cool like drift races and stuff. Given that territory, given how many people have come from that area in the drifting scene, like I'm sure that they're going to try and take advantage of that as much as they can. It does make me actually curious as to what their DLC will end up being, because usually we end up getting those 2 big DLCs with these games. So it'd make me curious as to like what direction they would go with those as well. If maybe that's where we end up seeing something like that, if they focus really heavily on a drifting focused island or something like that. They've done Hot Wheels twice. Did they do it? Was twice, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it does have me a little curious as to what they do with that. I think the other thing that I had been kind of playing around with as a thought is, because we know that they ended up shuttering Turn 10 and cutting it down quite a bit. I'd kind of thought that maybe they were going to integrate them into Horizon somehow. Be it adding some of those modes and stuff into it somehow. I don't know if it's too soon for us to see that now, given the fact.
Oh, you lose your mic.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Right. Yep, can now.
Sorry about that. So yeah, I don't know if it's too soon for them to do that, given like they just announced that recently. But I think at least like if we don't see it now, we'll probably see it in the next Horizon, is we'll see them kind of bake more of that motorsport stuff in there too, and just kind of make it more of a hub. I think the idea was to try and tackle it kind of like what they planned with Halo initially, where it was going to be like, oh yeah, we're going to have this like evolving world where there's all these things that you can go in and interact with in this universe. And I could see them doing that with Forza and being pretty successful with it, just given, you've got your gearheads out there that want to play the motorsport style stuff, but obviously they don't want to dedicate a full release to it anymore at this point. So that would be a good way to integrate, is just bring some of those modes over for us to play around with. But I'm excited. I can't wait to see stuff on it for Thursday. And I would be over the moon if Fuzzy's right and we end up getting a demo where we can play around with that early. That would probably appease my greedy gamer nature a little bit. Like I want to be able to play that thing now. So that'd be awesome.
I agree. Hargeet, we did get a chat or I guess a membership gifting.
Yeah, so Broke Boy gifts 10 WEBDAVE memberships.
Thank you so much, sir.
Hello, Broke Boy.
That's awesome. And I know if, make sure you thank all the people that give you a membership today. Please send them a thank you. I know like Axel just got a gifted membership from this one. So I know Axel's in the chat too. Welcome out, Axel. We also got some other great members of the community here as well, which is, let's see, Crispy Bomb is hanging out with us tonight. So that's awesome. Thank you, sir. And everybody else is hanging out with us, including FarQ. The salty one. Just kidding. So yeah, let's but Hargeet, I want to get your thoughts on this. What do you think about this, and what are your expectations for Forza and in this league? Do you think this is legit?
Yeah, it's probably legit. And like it's very standard that they would have an early access option. So that doesn't surprise me either. Timeline seems about right. We're hearing, rumors that it would be May anyway. So seems like it's in the right timeline or time frame. And then as far as like excitement for Forza, like I'm not the racing guy, but this is the game I generally tend to put more time into. So because you can just tool around and have fun. So I will probably end up spending like 15-20 hours in this just to have fun with it, right? And then that'll be my and that's more than enough in entertainment for a game I'm going to pay probably nothing for, or maybe I will pay the extra bump to get it.
Remember Doom TDA's leaked before
there we go.
2025 Dev Direct.
Oh, there you go.
That's right. That's right.
The Dark Ages.
I love it. I love it. It's true.
But anyway, so this is it's in line with where we expect it. So I'm not surprised by that. It'll be more interesting to see where other games show up before this, right? So is the first game really going to be made? Probably not. I'm sure there's going to be something else that they'll drop, but we will see. It might be more remakes, remaster type stuff. Could Fable come in early? It's probably not likely. But hey, they could shock us with a game we don't even know about, and that could come out. And they've done that over and over again with these dev directs. And one of the things we don't want to do is just assume that it's always going to be that way. But they've kind of set that expectation on themselves by doing it. So we will see what they do. But yeah, this is fine. I think May is a good time for it. It's fine, fair enough. We have a bunch of other games to come out. I guess the question is, when do those other games get slotted in? Oddly enough, they've only shown 3 games for the Dev Direct when they have so many to talk about. And then that usually means these are the ones they've kind of already got an idea of when they're going to get actually slotted in. But we'll see. And Beast of Reincarnation, the third-party game, we'll see when that comes out. That might be ready to roll sometime soon. If it is, great. We'll see that soon. I believe that is a Game Pass day and date. So another win for those who have Game Pass.
Oh yeah.
And those deals are still around, guys. You just go get your Game Pass Ultimate for like $10-11. Why not?
Such a great deal. Such a great deal.
So, but yeah, Forza, looks like it'll be fun. In Japan, it'll be an interesting time. I wonder what they'll do with it. And that reveal for Forza Horizon 5 was so epic. I don't know if they can really redo that now, because we kind of have that expectation, and that was an Xbox One game. That wasn't even an Xbox Series game, and so now we potentially have a next gen game. So they can hopefully ditch some of the older tech and give us something new. We'll see where that goes. But yeah, I'm looking forward to what they pull off with this, and see. They have been pretty stellar. Now, this could be the one time they buck the trend, but up to now, it's been 90 meta game after 90 meta game after 90 meta game. So it's high expectations from this team, and they have 2 games to showcase in the Dev Direct. I'm more excited about the other one, I'll just be honest, but Forza Horizon is still really good, and so it'll be fun for me. I'm definitely going to check it out, because I generally just like tooling around in the area, just driving around with random cars around all the streets, having fun, and sometimes doing actual missions, whatever, that's fine. You can do actual races. But you watch Boom with the background of, you could just go around off-road and kill all these signs and do there's so many stupid things you can do with it.
Yep.
Why not? Just go enjoy. It reminds me of Project Gotham Racing, where you get kudos points. So you still get kudos points. It's just fun, just running around doing stuff, right? So hopefully it'll be fun and it'll look good, and it'll give us new mechanics. And looking forward to what the DLC will be, right? Because they've had some pretty epic DLC as well, right? So, they've had the Lego stuff, they've had the Hot Wheels stuff. It's interesting that they pull all these things in there. So we'll see what they do next. Pretty sure they had Lego, right? I'm pretty sure they had something there. And then they had the Hot Wheels a couple of times, right? So awesome stuff. So we'll see what they do with it. I wonder if they'll have a twist with a Japanese crossover, right? Because this is in Japan. Will they have some sort of Japan specific IP related to racing, and will they pull that? We'll see. There's so much potential there, right? So we'll see what they do with it. But hey, this is their thing to take on. The previous game has sold and played a bazillion times, so they have a high expectation, I suppose, but they also have a high roadway for them to, pun intended, to gain more players of this game. Now that we already know it's coming to PlayStation. It's likely, I don't know if they've announced it for Switch, but it's likely to go to Switch. I would expect this to have even more players. It's
Forza slash Rocket League slash Fortnite racing crossover.
Hey,
That would be
that's
cool.
an interesting one. That's an interesting one. But yeah, I like, so again, there's potential here for that. I'm looking forward to what they do with it. Right, they certainly have that like racing fun kind of at a pretty high level, besides games like Mario Kart, right, which is it's in a league of its own maybe, but even that, isn't it about the same amount? How much did Mario Kart World, Mario Kart 8, whatever, how much did that how many people have bought that? Was it 50-ish? And isn't this in the same realm of like 50 plus million?
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. They have that potential, right? They have that potential.
That they do. And it would be funny if they added all kinds of different elements. Like you said, obviously, like the drifting and things like that would be a good down low, but it'd be kind of funny if they had some kind of crazy ass kart racing expansion.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Wouldn't that be bizarre? With like all those IPs
Anything can happen.
Exactly. Man, to be like the ultimate gaming, racing, driving game simulator, everything. Bring in motorcycles and speedboats and all kinds of crazy ass shit just to be like, this is the game everybody wants to have, including some people that want to have it day and date that are not on the Xbox system. Huh. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute too, for sure. But guys, I loved it. Like we have over 185 people watching us on YouTube and on X. Thank you all so much for watching us live. We appreciate you very much. And if you're listening later on either iHeartRadio, iTunes, wherever, SoundCloud, wherever you listen to the show, thank you again for joining us. And in the description, just to let everybody know, in the description gives you the links to everybody who's on the show tonight, their YouTube channels and how do you get a hold of them, even where to buy Hargeet's book is all right there in the description below. So, and it'll be, if you're listening to the audio, it'll be in that description as well too. We just cut and pasted, put it right there for everybody to have all that kind of stuff that they need. And yes, we do have TTS going tonight. This is our first time trying it. It's so far so good, but just so you know, you can. I'll put this up here real quick. That if you're interested in it, here is the TTS instructions how to do it. What you can put in sound bites, sound pieces, like little different snippets of stuff, sound effects, I guess you'd call it. And then you can also have the voice change to all kinds of different voices, and read them in your leisure. You can abuse WebDave all you want to. Go right ahead. We'll have a lot of fun with that. And no, they do not have a Bram Stoker sound effects yet. Anyway, we're working on it. Maybe not. Okay, so there you go. There's the QR code for that, or TTS, or it's also in the description below. You can click on that link as well. It gets you, explains to you how it works. If you want to use it, cool. If you don't, that's all right too. But just we just wanted to add some more elements to have a little bit of fun. I do, Hargeet, want to take it to a post from a good friend of the show and an amazing content creator himself. But it is the one and only Paris Lily. So yeah, so he had a little post he put up. But first we need to play this little snippet. I was asked to play this snippet from Dirt, and I think it's AI generated. I don't think this is real.
Why does the PlayStation always need Vaseline? Because it's always getting stuck in tight spots.
All right then. Love you, Dirt. Thanks, FarQ. I mean, not that FarQ did that.
I guess that's just a slick video. Oh wait.
I'm better than spitting on it. So anyway, what? Stop it. Behave. Family show. Not really. No, you can cuss here and have fun. So yes, this is not family friendly or not meant for work. Anyway, we're having fun tonight, that's for sure. But so Hargeet, I'm gonna start with you on this one, and then we'll go around the horn. So this is Paris's tweet, and what do you think? What do you think about his predictions for this showcase and games coming out for Xbox this year? What do you think?
It seems reasonable. The only things missing here are what do they do in January through April, May, we got that covered already. We kind of have the leak. We've been hearing it's going to be May for Forza anyway, so that's probably realistically where it's going to slot in. Halo in August, fair enough. I mean, that's basically like Gears, right? We had Gears, one remake, right? Gears Reloaded, was that what it was called? And that came out, I'm pretty sure, in August as well. It makes sense. That makes sense to be kind of like where Halo Combat Campaign Evolved comes in. Makes sense. Fable in September, I could see that. Gears and Call of Duty in the October-November timeframe, again, seems reasonable. The big game that can, disrupt everything, of course, is, we have Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out. Potentially, we don't know if it gets delayed, but what we're hearing is maybe it's not getting delayed. It's coming out in November. Okay, if it comes out in November, the game that can compete with that is probably Call of Duty. I could still see those swapping. Gears originally came out on November 7th, I think it was, back way back on its in 2006, which would be the 20th anniversary this time for E-Day. Yep. They could release it on the just for the emotionality perspective, but you also have to give the game some time to give itself a chance and not hit that dead wall of GTA, which, by the way, even though it's on the 19th, is very likely also probably going to have some sort of early access stupidity, and so it will be pretty close to that. Call of Duty can survive it, but I don't know that you can really have Gears survive GTA. We'll see, right? So I would just give it more chance. So I kind of like the October, and then Call of Duty like early November. That seems to work. So this looks pretty good to me. I don't, that would be the only thing I can think of is, hey, they have that emotionality of let's do it on November 7th just because of the anniversary. But they could also do like our first DLC comes out on the anniversary or something like that, right? Just kind of allow the game to have its legs, give it some content or something like that. That's fair. So I think that would be a pretty good release schedule. It pretty much covers most of the stuff. Usually June, July are kind of dead. However, I would expect a remake or two to drop in that time frame, DLCs to come out in that time frame. We have plenty of those ongoing games, right, in the Xbox arena. They can put those out. Again, there's always surprises we don't even know about. And you have to also kind of keep space for any other third-party stuff that's coming out. So it's reasonable. I just want to see what comes out in the beginning of the year. I wouldn't expect there to be that much of a gap of having nothing. So let's see what they have in store for us for January through April. Hopefully they have a game or two to showcase there. But we'll see, right? So this seems reasonable to me, though. This seems pretty good.
Cool. Yeah, I agree. We've heard I've heard anyway, some rumors that maybe, Fable's even more ready to go. That could possibly be bumped up to April. But that's just a rumor, of course, obviously, because
I guess we'll find out in a couple of days. Right?
We will. But as far as nothing, as somebody said, there's nothing coming in January. It's like we have a big, huge game that's coming in a few weeks. I think on the 20th. I think is Final Fantasy 7 remake, reworked, whatever the hell it's called now. But anyway, the Final Fantasy game is coming to the Xbox. That's it. And that's coming this month in like less than 2 weeks. So yeah, I think that's pretty big and would be pretty good. I've already got mine bought and paid for. I'm sure most of you guys do too. Just because it's like, dude, we got to support the devs. Just kidding. But support Microsoft's other studio. I mean, they didn't buy them. That's just. Anyway, what? I'm kidding. But
Forza in Japan, baby.
Oh boy, here it starts with the voices. I love it.
Oh goodness! All right, we got to put that chat up there so we can see it, because I don't know if everybody actually got to read what it said. Oh, there. Sorry, that was my. Okay, you do it because I keep it. There you go. Corkenstein. Thanks, Cork. We appreciate you, buddy.
Oh boy, what's it in Japan?
Oh Yep.
Oh boy.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, that's just one of the many things you can do with TTS. Oh, goodness. Alrighty, I may even do it some myself just because it's so much fun. All right, so yes. All right, so back on track, as it were. So guys, what we're gonna go up the stairs this time. We're gonna go next to Silent Cypher. Silent, tell me your thoughts on his prediction list. And it's obviously he's prove me wrong kind of thing. But I mean, he is, I don't say an insider, but I mean, he gets a lot of information, and he definitely is in the thick of it, or in the know, as it were. And there's some things that he's just educated guesses based on their track record, things that they've done in the past, and people he talks to, and things like that. So, your thoughts on his list, and you think it should hold up, or do you have anything that's like, wow, that's way off base?
No, I think he's honestly pretty dead on. The only thing, again, like what Hargeet was mentioning, is like it's a little. It makes me more curious again about like what that first half is going to look like, because all that stuff landing there loaded towards the back of the year, like that's awesome, but that just gets me more curious. Like, okay, those are the known things then, but what the hell's coming out for the first half then? Like, and then that's where it drives us towards stuff that we had heard, like the Fallout 3 remaster, Fallout New Vegas remaster, or something, right? So something Fallout related, it kind of seems like. We've been hearing a lot about that, it kind of felt like. But I mean, it's one of those things. Like I think I've said it before, and I don't know, I think Paris doesn't like me too much for it, is like I don't always agree with Paris on everything. But I would say like this is pretty damn accurate for what you could even just base off of their past. Those games releasing at the times they do, Call of Duty releasing when it's slated right there, Gears towards the end of year, that makes sense. Fable feels like it would be a really good one to go in as a fall release anyways. Halo, that's one that I would maybe be a little curious about. It almost feels like you could throw that maybe in during like the summer, maybe a little bit closer into like that July mark or something. But it feels like generally people try and avoid dropping stuff right in the summer, right? But yeah, and Forza in May, like I said, I'm sad because I would love to be playing that thing right now. But if it's going to be May, then like that's cool with me. I'd say that's his takes on this are pretty educated guess, just based on their history in the past. So yeah, and it just, like I said, makes me more interested in seeing finding out what we're gonna see for the first half. Because we're only 2 weeks into the year, and we got a lot of time to cover for that moving forward. And granted, I don't know about you guys, my backlog is still very full, and it looks like Arc Raiders is going to take a lot of my time now, because I've gotten pretty addicted to that, it feels like. But yeah, I think he's pretty close, I would imagine. I don't know. I'd say it's good. If that's what it is too, going against what Sony has right now, I mean, the lineup is nuts. Like no matter when you put these games in, even if you spaced it out more, we're not going to have enough time for everything that's coming out once all's said and done, because this doesn't factor in a bunch of other releases either. Like there's a lot of other stuff that doesn't even touch this list. So it's going to be nuts this year. Exactly.
I know we have a Resident Evil game coming soon, and a few other things that are all going to be dropping in the pipeline here before long. Not to mention that pesky little, I don't know, GTA 6. It's sometime this year. I don't know. It may cause a stir. I don't know. We'll see. So, and you can race and drive in that too, can't you? Fuzzy?
Yeah.
Fuzzy, your thoughts on Paris's list, and what do you think? This is a wish list, a dream list, or you think it's like he's pretty much got it nailed? What do you think?
I think he's probably spot on. I was wondering if there would be like a closer to the anniversary for the Gears E-Day, but that would probably land in November, which I don't know if they want to put Gears the same month potentially as GTA. Call of Duty is one of those few games that could probably survive and not really lose too many numbers, especially if it's another Modern Warfare or I'm not sure which one they're working on this go round. But yeah, I think a lot of that spot on, which means I think they're going to load the first part of the year with some of their remakes. So I'm kind of fingers crossed, hoping for Fallout, whether it's Fallout 3 remastered, New Vegas remastered, whatever they got up their sleeve. I think that will be one of the earlier title releases. And then they're going to rely on some of the third party, because I saw some recent posts from the people that are doing I was about to say Returnal, not Returnal. Replaced. Yeah. I think may get an early, like let's say February release date. That going into Game Pass, I think will be big, because the hype is starting to build up again on that, with them making some recent posts. Like you guys mentioned earlier, we're going to have, finally we'll have Final Fantasy VII Remake. Maybe we get Remake and Rebirth. I don't know, but I know we at least get Remake at that point. But other than that, I'm kind of wondering, like you guys, what they have up their sleeve as far as for the first half of the year, which been hearing some stuff as far as possible surprises from first party. But that already is a pretty stacked year, but Xbox, as of like last year or for 2025, pretty much kept us fed all throughout, the year. So I'm pretty sure they'll do the same. It's just that it might be more third party, from January to, April, let's just say. But I think there might be another first party game or two mixed in there, that whether they're remakes or complete surprises that quietly have been worked on type of deal. Yeah, I'm curious to see what they have for the early half of the year.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited. And speaking of Paris Lilly, he snuck in our chat too. So welcome, Paris. Thank you so much for joining us. Yes, we are discussing one of your posts that you had on X, and it's been a good topic tonight too. It's an interesting one, and like I said earlier, I think that your position in the community, that you've done a lot of behind the scenes work with different ones. I know nothing. I'm not an insider. I didn't say you were an insider, but I said the position that you're in. I like that. I know nothing. Gives I said educated guess. You put on, this is your post. This is what you said. So I'm just saying, and until I'm proven wrong. Exactly. There you go. But yeah, these are good guesses based on your knowledge of the industry. What? I didn't call you an insider. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. So anyway, we'll talk later at the June showcase. What? Oh, hopefully we'll see you there in person. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time this year. That's for sure. Can hardly wait for that. It's gonna be awesome. Hang out with everybody again, and welcome in the chat. So many great members of the community. Obviously, Paris Lilly hanging out with us in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. We have the Tony from the Plume Network is here. Oh man, you definitely need to be following Plume. He has got so much great information every single day of the week. He drops down a good video of all the news and recaps everything, plus some other good content as well. So please check that out. Hopefully, we'll have Tony back on the show here before long. Would love to have him back as a guest. And next week's guest, we're going to have Korkenstein. We'll be here next week as we break down the showcase and the replications, as it were, of all the things that were announced, and the fallout of all that stuff that happens. Was that a play on words? I don't know. Maybe we'll see. And then of course, and hopefully we're going to get we're waiting to hear back from KS Santa. He might be able to join us as well too. So it's going to be a good show next week. So please tune in for that one. All the great members of the community that jumped in tonight, we really appreciate it.
Why so serious?
Is hanging out with us. We love that. I love that. And Day Reezy, I saw Day Reezy in the chat. Yeah, got to get that going as well, guys. Please, if you can, hit the like button, and if you want to, hit the subscribe button. We're on our way to 4K as far as members go, and that's just a regular channel members. It doesn't cost anything to do that. Click on that subscribe to the channel, and then by doing that, you are be notified every Sunday when we go live and have a great show here. And we appreciate you, each and everybody that listens and watches or watches later on the replay. So yeah, be nice in the chat too. And so many great members of the community that are here. So thank you all so much for joining us tonight. All right, so Hargeet, where would you like to go next? There's, I mean, we've kind of beat around the bush a little bit with the developer direct. So we've been on for an hour. I think it's time to start digging into that, because that's actually going to probably break into like 4 or 5 different other conversations and topics. What do you think? I think we want to.
Yeah, let's do it. Whatever. That's fine.
All right. So I'm going to let you read this, and we'll play this little snippet. Oh, we got a super chat coming in.
Is it
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our favorite picks of Mer Stroker Strokes. Thwomp.
Wow,
bro, those are some solid thwaps in there. Like if you're
What have I done, Hargeet?
that was something.
But you know what you need?
That was a stroke of genius. Oh wait.
Wait. And you know what you need with that, Hargeet?
Why does the PlayStation always need Vaseline? Because it's always getting stuck in tight spots.
Oh boy.
All righty. Where were we?
Okay.
Stroke.
Wow.
Not that.
Wow.
All right. So, Hargeet, I'll let you read this again.
Oh boy. Developer Direct premieres in just 1 week. Stream the show on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook, and find the full details of how to watch here.
All right. So let's play this little snippet.
Xbox is dead is more fake news. Xbox is going to have a great 2026. Keep your eyes on Xbox. Onis will continue to beg, asking to be fed. HTTS.
Stop the madness, play my damn theme song.
We'll get to your theme song in just a minute. Let me finish this.
At the Easy celebrates 19 months of membership. I couldn't help myself. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji. You already know what you unleashed with Monster TTS. Stay tuned. There's more to come. Crying face emoji.
Another play on words? I think so. And since I got this still image on the screen, a lot of people are saying that the G looks like a 6.
It does. It does quite a bit, doesn't it?
It does.
And they keep repeating that, by the way.
They do. Yeah, did you? I'll pause it real quick. But wasn't there right coming up? Right, let me bring back just a little bit further back. Back a second. Yeah, that. Yeah, it just seems to be all over the place, doesn't it? Those are some pesky looking G's.
No, it could be it's 2026. That could be it, right?
It could be.
But it's Forza Horizon 6, and I don't know if it's Fable 6. It probably is if you count all the Fables that came out. But I don't know. It's we'll see.
It is very interesting. Let me change this real quick. Remove it real quick, but I want to add something else I noticed I don't know if anybody else
There's
noticed.
another game that's got a 6 in the name, and I know Fezzy, you were talking about this, right? The year of sixes, right? And
Yeah.
there's another game that has a 6 in it, a rather prominent game.
Yeah.
The Vive just happened to be ready to go.
What game would that be? What game would that be? What are y'all speculating?
We're going to be heavily researching and inspecting this, just like we were Phil's bookshelf.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Trying to figure out, trying to match it up and like solve theories of it.
Oh, exactly. Fuzzy, what are your thoughts on what that could be?
This year being the year of the 6, 2026, I think that there's going to be a lot of games that are going to have 6s in the title that Xbox is going to have on their stage, whether it's the Dev Direct, June Showcase, and stuff like that. But there's a couple of them I'm thinking more so for the June Showcase, more so than Dev Direct, but some things could switch up. There's the potential for Devil May Cry 6.
Yep.
The one that I'm almost 100% certain, although we'll see, is Persona 6.
Oh, yeah.
Considering how well Metaphor did on their stage a couple of showcases ago.
Yeah.
I think we get to see Persona 6 on their stage. I mean, the obvious one is GTA 6. And then the obvious first-party ones are going to be Forza Horizon 6. I think we get to see an update on Elder Scrolls 6. I don't think it comes out this year, but I think we at least get to see in-game or in-engine.
Trump, man in manual wheelchair emoji, person in manual wheelchair emoji, man in manual wheelchair emoji, person in manual wheelchair emoji, man in manual wheelchair emoji, person in manual wheelchair emoji, man in manual wheelchair emoji, person in manual wheelchair emoji, man in manual wheelchair emoji, person in manual wheelchair emoji, rolling on the floor laughing emoji, smiley face emoji, rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Okay, P-Lump, I'll play it.
Damn.
They see me rolling.
Watch him rolling, watch him go, watch him rolling, watch him go. He be rolling down the street, he be rolling to the beat.
There we go. There we go. All right, sorry, Fuzzy, didn't mean to interrupt you, but I thought
no, that's cool. No, but there's going to be those titles I mentioned. I before E-Day was known as the title, I was thinking it would be Gear 6. Obviously, it's not Gear 6, but it's kind of their 6th title right now, so that kind of fits the bill. But I think we get to see Elder Scrolls 6. I think there's the possibility for like a new Rainbow Six, although they recently rebooted Rainbow Six, so I don't know if that would count. But yeah, Xbox had tweeted about this being the year of the 6s, or a lot of games with 6s, so that just got my mind thinking about some of those titles, and who knows? I don't know if we get to see them at the Dev Direct, but I would not be surprised if we get a hint of what's to come for the June showcase, or possibly later this year, because Sega is partnered with them for the Super game. I'm hoping we see those, but yeah, they always have this weird font for like the Dev Direct where G's and 6s kind of look similar kind of deal. And I think the previous years, it may not have been as intentional, but I think this year it was definitely intentional. Now, I don't know if we get 6 games, but there's definitely going to be possibly something else with a 6 in the title hinted at or talked about at the Dev Direct. So we'll see.
Exactly. And I like your call there about the Sega. For sure. So yeah, with that said, with the possibility of the 6s, we all have seen the teaser image that they put up, the one this it's the white background, it's got the 3, and it seems like one space off to the side. But have you noticed there's another one that appears, and if you look at if you go on to the Xbox app, you have this one that appears, and it has the same 3 games, and it's the black background, but there sure seems to be a lot more space on this one. Hargeet, does that seem like there's room for more titles
Probably.
on there? I mean, wishful
Yeah, I
thinking.
don't know. Silent, did you get to go on this yet? Maybe you can give us your thoughts.
Yeah, no, I hadn't seen this one on the Xbox dashboard, but I mean, Microsoft is usually pretty good at filling up those spaces when they put up their ads and their posters and different promotional material. So it does seem like there's a possibility that maybe they're just saving some space for a couple items. Wouldn't surprise me. And yeah, the 6 thing is interesting. I hadn't actually really heard anything about that until we jumped on and we're starting the show. I saw a bunch of people talking about like 6 games, and I just kind of figured that they'd have more than just like the core 4. But it does make me very curious as to what those things could be. This is a big year for 6s, as you guys mentioned. If it were GTA 6, which realistically I just don't see it. I wish it was, but it's just one of those things where it feels like it's a bridge too far. I think it hints at other things for sure, but something like Elder Scrolls 6, I could see for sure, like maybe a quick teaser of something like that. I could see something like that, but it does make me very curious as to what's going to happen with this. And yeah, I think there is some smoke on this one, and where there's smoke, there's fire. Something's coming, and it just makes me angry that it's not tomorrow. It makes me angry that it's Thursday and I got to be at work, so I won't be able to watch live. But you know,
yeah. I'll be asleep. I'm setting my alarm to get up to watch this for sure. So yeah, probably even leaving work early so I can get a little nap in before the showcase and crash out afterwards until I got to be at work that night. But yeah, I'm with you for sure. So Hargeet, your thoughts? Is this just grasping straws, or is that, I mean, that seems like updated little list there.
So I mean, there's a couple of other 6s. There's Fallout, right?
Yep.
There could be like a Fallout 5, but also potentially another one with New Vegas 2. But I don't know how you want to count that, because New Vegas might be considered a Fallout as well. But either way,
right.
So, but then there's Halo 6. There's also Gears 6. So we had Halo Infinite. I didn't say 6. We had Halo 5. I don't know if you count Infinite as 6. Maybe you have an actual 6. I don't know. That's a possibility.
Yep.
Right. We have Gears E-Day, which is a prequel, but we haven't seen Gears 6, which we know is going to eventually happen. Right. We're going to continue the story at some point. Right. So that's another potential. Could it just be 6 games, or could it be absolutely nothing? It could be absolutely nothing, and maybe we're reading too much into it. I still think there'll be a drop of something. Right. There's probably going to be at least one more box here. What would that be? I don't know. Right. So we could potentially see one of the games that's in development that we've never even heard about from any third-party studio. There's also stuff they have internally that we have not heard from, like, say, the main team of Double Fine. I don't know what they're working on. There's Clockwork could come out, but we don't know when that's coming out. There could be State of Decay 3 that could drop in, but I don't know. The 6 part of it just makes an interesting thing of like, what if they have a trilogy of remakes and they drop them all in here? You have 6 games, but they're just remakes. Fallout 3, maybe New Vegas, maybe something else, right? So they have plenty of games in their backlog that they could remake, right? So it could be something like that, and we're about to have a 6-game drop, but it's really 3 remakes. That's a possibility, right? What else could they be looking at? I don't know. There's so much potential of what they have because of the just sheer number of studios. I kind of like what so what Fuzzy was talking about, like Persona and all this. I think those would be on the main stage. I think that will be June, right? They're gonna have a bombastic year, I'm sure. Right, of a whole bunch of awesome announcements. It's their anniversary. We could even see hardware here. It's possibility that we see, the Elite 3. That's a possibility. They could just release the Elite 3. Maybe they wait till June showcase to do that. Or maybe they have enough up their sleeve that they're like, we don't have time in June showcase. We're going to show it here. So that's a possibility. There's a lot of potential. What's interesting to me is Matt Booty goes out, has this little interview with Tina, right? And says, we have so much to show you. It's going to be a packed show. And we don't know what we're going to be able to show here because there's too much to show. And then you show me 3 games. I'm like, I don't know. That seems like it's kind of skimpy. Are you going to like drop in a bunch of stuff here? What's going to happen? So I don't want to set expectations too high, right? I would not be shocked if there's 6 games. I would not be shocked. So, and some of those could be smaller surprises. Some of those could be just remakes and stuff like that. It also could be there's 6 boxes, and one of those boxes is a 20th anniversary controller and an Elite 3.
Yeah.
That's a possibility too. I don't know. We'll see, right? Do I think there's going to be a 25th anniversary? Sorry, 25th anniversary controller? Hell yeah, there's going to be a 25th anniversary controller. It's absolutely going to happen. There's going to be a 25th anniversary controller. Is there going to be an Elite 3, which I guess is a topic we'll wait to talk about that.
Yeah,
that's also a possibility. It's a possibility. So we can potentially look for that, right? So these are all potentials. Will there be 6 boxes here? I think there might be. I think there might be 6 boxes here. So there might be hinting at something there. Maybe nothing. Maybe all baloney. Maybe it's only 3 games. That's also possible too.
Yep.
But given their history, I would not be shocked if there's a couple of things that just drop in here. Last time, did we hear about the 2 games they dropped? Right? They had Ninja Gaiden 2 and Ninja Gaiden 4. Right? So out of nowhere, we got these 2 boxes drop in, right? That happens. Like there's just things that we just don't know about, and they could have that kind of thing where there's a remake of an old and a brand new announcement of a new. Imagine if it's something crazy like a Lost Odyssey remake and then a 2, right? Or something along those lines, because that is a possibility, folks, right? So there's plenty of those potentials. It is possible that they have 6 boxes here. We'll see, right? There were hints of 7, right? But maybe it's not 7, maybe it's just 6.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, Gear 6, Halo 6, these are potentials as well. Elder Scrolls 6. We just heard like some crazy rumors about what's going on with Bethesda. Is it possible that Elder Scrolls 6 is ready to go? Maybe. I still think it's years away, but it could be ready to go. Who knows? So yeah, there's plenty of potentials here. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I would think there's something to it. Obviously, that nice blank area in the top right, it's gonna get filled in. Right, they're already hinting it. Right, it's gonna get filled in. So we're gonna see some stuff. But that image could change quite a bit. There could be.
Oh yeah.
So we will see.
I agree. Definitely has some potential there. And of course, shout out to Mr. Boomstick, Mr. Boomstick XL, his great show in which you are a part of. All of us actually have been a part of, and Fuzzy and Silent and Hargeet are all still a part of it. I need to jump on one of these days just to say what's up, crash the party when I'm not in a coma. But yeah, but yeah, shout out to Boomstick. He's in the mindset that there's possibly 7. So I'm not saying 6, 7, but anyway, sorry, I had to do it. Sorry, Farq made me. But anyway, so we'll blame Farq. Hey Farq, what's up, buddy? So yeah, welcome Joey. Yeah, here we go. Joey's hanging out in the chat. I love it. I love seeing Joey in there. But yeah, so guys, the potential for the showcase is gonna be crazy. Is it gonna be more things? I don't know. But one of the elements to that, because we know for sure 2 of the games that are coming, and Microsoft now has their no red lines, gonna bring games over kind of thing. But I got to play a snippet of a video from Dirt Griggity. Shout out to Dirt. He does some amazing content, of course, with Weebly Green every Monday, and then of course he also does Shaun's show, the TTS, and shout out to those guys.
If you like this video, please hit the like button.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna play a little clip of. Let me stop sharing that screen and add this one of one of his videos he put up. We're going to play just the first part of it. It's definitely worth watching. Go over to his channel, give a like on the video, watch the video in its full. You will not regret it. It is awesome. But the context he put together in that little clip just kind of, I guess, encapsulates all of the some of the I don't know if you call it pain. I don't know if you call it wishful thinking of we'll say some PlayStation fanboys that are hardcore. You know, we call them a pony, is what you would call them. We're gonna add that to the screen, and this is how his video starts, and we'll play it through. Let's let this super chat play.
Panel, what games you all think will be at BlizzCon?
Ooh, that is a good question. I don't know. Anybody want to throw in what do you think might be at BlizzCon?
StarCraft tease.
Ooh, that'd be great. Like a StarCraft GOAT reboot. Dig it up from the ashes, maybe. StarCraft Ghost. I don't know. Fuzzy, any thoughts on that? BlizzCon?
See, I was originally hoping that Sega would be the third-party partner that shows up, much like Square has done in the past. I was thinking maybe their super games, like the Golden Axe, the Crazy Taxi, and Jet Set Radio, which would give us those at least 6 games at that point. I was hoping we see something like that, but man, the sky's the limit. I honestly would love to see, and I know so many people have said this numerous times each year, Splinter Cell, kind of like the way Ninja Gaiden was done, where they did a behind-the-scenes partnership, kind of paid for the development. Do that with Splinter Cell, because Ubisoft has been talking about it, but I think the only way they release it is if Xbox kicks them some money for it, type of thing. So I would love to see that make an appearance as well.
Yeah,
is this the one you had up before? Sorry,
I did.
Yeah. You just brought up another one, Splinter Cell. Would that be the 6th Splinter Cell game?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I mean,
It's close. It's either the 6th or the 7th one, and then there's
It's right in that range. Yeah.
Interesting.
There's a lot of potential, man. Anyway, yeah. Do you want me to read this?
Yeah, if you want, sure.
Victor Alistine, Expedition 33 came out April last year and won GOTY. Fable could definitely use March, April to get as much time away from GTA as possible.
I agree.
Okay. Just don't hold your breath.
Yeah, and then some people are saying, oh, it was delayed because it's in trouble and blah blah blah, and other people are saying no, they pushed it back because they had it all ready to go and they thought it'd give a little more time to tweak it up and get it ready for the big anniversary year, which makes a lot of sense to me to have those pillars waiting to go for this year, the 25th anniversary of the Xbox, the 25th anniversary of Halo, the 20th anniversary of Gears, the 40th anniversary of Bethesda. I'm just saying there's a lot of anniversaries this year. A lot.
Yeah. Anyways, for BlizzCon, I would I mean, Starfield would be awesome. What else could they really do? I guess that new studio, is it Activision or Blizzard? I think it's Activision, right? Elsewhere, I think that's Activision. I think BlizzCon will stick to Blizzard. So it's
Fable could be big on PC, seeing GTA won't release for PC this year.
It's true.
That's true.
Yeah, so I don't know. It probably is in that realm. They have more World of Warcraft stuff anyway, right? That's still going to continue. But as far as like other things from Blizzard, they could be working on stuff we don't even know about, right? So it's always possible. There's likely more Diablo stuff coming anyway, right? But what if they have like something totally new in the works and they're ready to bring that out? But yeah, so there could be something there. Maybe there's more movie tie-ins for some of their stuff. That's also or TV, whatever tie-ins for their IPs. That's also a possibility. Is there something going on with Warcraft? I know they had a movie.
Yeah.
Is there like some TV thing or movie thing going on with Warcraft?
Could be. I'm not sure.
Maybe that's something they announce. I don't know. So there's potential, right? BlizzCon, they'll have stuff, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a lot of potential, and even potential at some time this year we're going to hear of of a first party Sony game, like one of the big ones coming to Xbox this year. Just saying. I've heard rumors. Maybe. Boy, wouldn't that be a bitch? I mean, speaking of upset ponies, let's play the beginning of Dirk Griggity's video, and let's see what MBG has to say. Oh, this is good. A little salty, a little salty, as it were. We'll get this big screen and go.
What's weird to me is Forza Horizon 6. What's weird is that this game is not going to be day one on PS5. And I would love to know why, only because it's like, well, that seems odd.
Shut up!
Given everything else that's going on around Xbox games on PlayStation. I mean, like, is that like a developer's decision, or is that Microsoft's decision? Is that the idea that, they want to get as big of a squeeze as they can on their own platform, and then once that's dried up, then try to get another massive second one on PS5, perhaps?
We do not care.
Because my understanding is, like, when you see how well Forza Horizon 5 did on PS5, you would think that they want to absolutely be there day one. Like that, like, it's kind of shocking to me. I have to admit, I'm kind of shocked that they're like, yeah, we're not putting Forza Horizon 6 day one. I'm okay waiting. It's not a big deal. I'm sure it'll do great on Xbox. It's one of the better selling games on Xbox and PC. But just considering how well it did, like, almost 4 years later on PS5, I'm like, bro, I don't know. I think, I don't want to say you guys are making a mistake, but I feel like you're leaving potentially a lot on the table.
Wow.
Yeah, that's another thing, right? Forza is going to be on Game Pass, so that's like another reason I would think that they would want it to be day one. I don't know.
You.
Shout out to Dirk Griggity. Excellent editing job there, and I'll leave that up for people to and link in the description. I'll put that down here in a minute. But yeah, so his this video, obviously fantastic. Dirk, great job. But it really calls out, the copium, and we haven't heard at all that that any of these games are going day and date on the PlayStation. I know a lot of wishful thinking, but I've actually, I believe that the last open discussion about like the Forza game was that it's actually will be coming to the PlayStation, but it will not be day and date. But we'll find out for sure in a couple of days. But I mean, I don't think that they need to. They just have Forza 5s over there, and it's selling really, really well. Really well. In fact, it's selling more copies than PlayStation first-party games are selling on their platform. Yeah, just throwing that out there. Your guys' thoughts about Dirt's video, and of course, look, I have a PlayStation. I think all of us here at one point have owned a PlayStation or have other platforms. I know Hargeet made some money off selling an anniversary edition. But anyway, that's making money off ponies. But the thing is, it's like this is not players and gamers great, but the ones that are like Xbox is dead and not worth your time is stupid, because they're actually going to make another console, and we know it's coming, even though Dreamcast guy tries to will it into reality that's not coming. Wrong. What a dumbass. But anyway, he just does it for clickbait because I guess the rent's due, as it were. But maybe you can try and sell your system to your girlfriend again. Maybe she'll pay full price. I don't know. That's a possibility. All right. So Fuzzy, we'll start with you on this one. What are your thoughts about all this assault and all the pain the PlayStation fanboys are going through because they may not get something day and date? Oh dear. Why don't they worry about what Sony isn't providing them? I mean, what's going on? What are your thoughts?
Well, my normal go-to is just buy an Xbox. Like Series S's are still, reasonably priced. So just pick one up and play it there. But they have their gaming rigs, or at least they claim they did. Oh, I don't need an Xbox because I have a PC. Just get it on PC then. I mean, it's on Steam, or you can go through the Microsoft store, so they shouldn't have any problem picking it up. But I think the big thing is they don't need to be day and date on PlayStation for the fact that prior to PlayStation, they had 45 million people playing the game. So that means between PC and Xbox, and yes, a lot of Game Pass players, that was already on their platform without having PlayStation on there. So having it day and date, they said that they weren't going to have it day and date. They released Forza Horizon 5 less than a year ago, I think, at this point. So y'all can get used to playing Forza Horizon 5 for a bit longer. And if you're really that interested in 6, pick up an Xbox or pick it up on your PC. Or if you're lucky to have one, the handheld PC consoles or whatever you want to call them, or an Xbox Ally or Ally X, play it on there. I mean, there's plenty of options. Heck, I'm pretty sure some of them have LG TVs or Samsung TVs that have the Xbox app, so they can play it there as well. Just need a Game Pass subscription kind of thing. But or they can, I think you could still buy it through those and then have it where you stream your own games via that app. So they got options. They definitely got options.
For sure. They've got options. So they could buy an Xbox. Just saying. That's another option. And the thing is, a lot of these people, even MBG, we know has a Game Pass account already.
Yeah.
Already has one. In fact, he mentioned that on one of his shows one day, and he got cooked, like absolutely destroyed by his chat saying, "What are you talking about? What are you trying to post that for?" And he's like, maybe it's time to get Game Pass. And then he was like, and then the next day his show was like, "Oh no, I was just playing along, blah, blah," and whatever. And then he says he's not a pony and that he's not a fanboy. He's just a real gamer. You're full of shit. Oh my God. But that's okay. That's all right. Sigs and Cereal is a show you should watch nightly. I watch it every night that it's on. In fact, he may be doing a show later on tonight. And if his show starts before we end, we'll send you over to him. Sigs and Cereal recommended. Alex recommends as well too. Oh no, it's Alex. There you go. So yeah. With that said, but Silent Cypher, what are your thoughts on the salt, the pain, the trauma of we might not get a game day one, because it's not made. My platform doesn't have any games coming out this year.
It's interesting just to see how much hopium he has about the idea of that thing actually releasing on day one. And then inevitably, like when that doesn't happen, if it doesn't, he is going to be just pissing and moaning on that channel. Is like, I don't like to drive into those guys too much because like they make the content themselves. You watch them, you're like, okay, this is bad, but dude's a baby back bitch. Like he just sits there and pisses and moans about things so much. It's like, dude, we know you have Game Pass, like you said. We know you have access to things where you could play the game. Just play it. Just play it. It doesn't matter if it's on your precious little plastic box. You can play it on a PC. You can play it on a browser. You can play it on an Xbox. Just suck it up and play it like wherever you want to. If it offends you so much that it's on an Xbox branded item, don't play it on an Xbox. Play it on your PC. Play it somewhere else. Like there are options, but it offends them so much. The idea it's the same thing as to why people were freaking out so much about the ROG Ally when the Xbox ROG Ally X came out. Is it says Xbox on it, so people are like, no, it's not an Xbox. Why? Because you can play PlayStation games on it. They don't like that. They're not a fan of that. So it's just one of those things where it's like there's copium about it, and there's so much just pissing and moaning about it over and over again about the idea that these things are coming. And it's hilarious when something like this actually doesn't land day one, because when it doesn't land day one, they don't know what to do with themselves. I love that he kind of showed his hand when he's like, maybe it's time for us to get an Xbox. Like, and then he got slapped up by his community. So he came out the next day and was like, just kidding, guys, just kidding. Keep giving me money. I still need to hit my membership goals. Like, it's just, it's funny. Yeah. It's funny to watch how fast they get slapped up as soon as they try and admit that maybe they play games in other places besides just the PlayStation ecosystem. I don't know. I'm all for it. Like, does it matter to me necessarily if that game comes out and is on their system day one? No. But I would love the salt of it not landing on their day one, because it's hilarious to just watch them freak out. Like Twitter becomes like, I don't know, like a diaper delivery system for all these guys. Every time that this happens, it's like, oh, we got to pass some out over here. Someone's leaking again, because God forbid they can't play their game on their favorite plastic box. Like, it's whatever. Just play the games where you can play the game. Doesn't matter.
Agreed. Now, Hargeet, I know that you don't like pouring salt in the wounds of another gamer, and I'm not going to ask you to do that.
I'll just point out, I'm pretty sure he has an Xbox, and he can absolutely just play the game on an Xbox. Like, does he make valid points that it might sell more if it's day and date? Sure. However, Xbox did, last time they told us about this, they said it's staggered release. They will still continue to have launch exclusives, which literally is just that, launch exclusives. And they will likely, like they've been happening, they will eventually go to other platforms. Like you saw with, Avowed is coming out now, South of Midnight is coming. So they will continue to do that, and that's fine. Now, I don't know if Forza will be I think they said it's staggered, right? I think they've already announced it's staggered. So whatever, like it's gonna eventually go there. And I still think it's eventually going to Switch too. I think it's gonna be everywhere at some point. And that is their path. That does not mean that everything will go day and date. They've taken older games and said, yeah, we'll just do that day and date. Or games that made sense, like Outer Worlds 2. You've already had Outer Worlds 1. We'll give you 2. Day and date. Have fun, right? There are some games going to be like that. I would expect Elder Scrolls 6 is probably going to be in that vein, because you had 5. I think they eventually had 4, right? So I don't know if they've ever had 3. I'm not sure if that ever went there, but they had the other ones. Like, here, go ahead and have 6. I think that will happen. A Fallout, I think that will happen, because they've been on those platforms. I think they're saying, hey, games that are specific to us, we're probably still going to stagger release. I think that's fine. It is what it is. It's their platform. They do whatever they want. It's up to them to choose however they want to deploy it and put it on their platforms if they ever want to, right? They could just say, nah, we're not going to do that. I doubt that happens. I think that it's going to, and I think they've announced it's going to happen, but it's staggered. Okay, fair enough. Now, if you want that same energy, maybe PlayStation should do that, because they could also gain by putting their games on PC day and date, at least. That could potentially work. So if you want to bring that energy, I'm happy to say, okay, well, where's that energy for PlayStation? Why don't they just bring those games to PC day and date? Where's the negative there? Why don't we get those games day and date? But they don't. They have their staggered release, right? They console first, and then they bring them other places unless they're multiplayer games. Fair enough. Fine. But that's the path that Sony has taken. So if you see that distinction between them, if it's better for that game to be on everything, and I agree, games are better if they're everywhere at the same time. That is true, right? So exclusives, it helped bring platforms up because that was what was needed. I don't think that matters anymore. They're all PCs at this point. Whatever. You need to have games sustain themselves, and it's better to have a game just be everywhere so they can make as much money so you can get the next game. So I'm happier with that. But unfortunately, they're still in that world. You heard Satya? He doesn't care for that. He does not care for that. He thinks that's a bullshit statement. But why the heck would you want to limit things? No. Put your software everywhere because that makes the most sense. It gets you the most customers. Fair enough. I don't have a problem with that because I get a ton of games and I get Game Pass. Right. And so if you want to pay 70, 80, 100 bucks for that game, enjoy. I'm going to just download it and play my game. That's my world. And I can download it on my PC or I can download it on my console. I have my choice. I don't have to worry about it. Right. So for those who want to play this, it's got to be on my place. I don't care. That's fine. You can just wait, play it there. Just like I wait for all the PlayStation games. I just wait until it comes to PC. And then I go get it there and I download and play it. Right. So you have a choice. You have an Xbox. I'm sure MBG and all these, they all have an Xbox. They all subscribe to Game Pass. They all have access to these games. They're doing this performative thing to gain audience. And fair enough. You know what? I get the grift. Go for it. Make your money. I get it. But it's baloney. We know you're going to play this game on your Xbox with your Game Pass subscription because you have it. Why wouldn't you? It just doesn't make any sense not to. So you're going to do it, right? So fair enough. Enjoy, play your game. It doesn't matter. If it plays slightly better on your PS5 Pro, which I'm sure he has a PS5 Pro, great. You can wait that time and pay the $70 when it comes out on your PlayStation and buy it there. Double dip. Fair enough. I'd recommend, however, your PlayStation 5 Pro ain't exactly that much better than a PC. You can get some pretty high-end capability there, and that might spank your PlayStation 5 Pro. If you really want the graphics, go down that path. You'll get a lot more capability, and in the Xbox world, you get dual entitlement, so you can just play the same game on your PC. You don't have to worry about buying it again. But hey, I don't care. Go play wherever you want. All the better for Microsoft if you buy it again. Great. They get to get the money. That's awesome. Another sale ticked off on the sales chart for them. Awesomeness. I don't see the issue here. You're going to see staggered releases. That's just the way it is. And you'll see that from from PlayStation as well. They're still staggering. I would love that to change. Advocate for them. PC day and date. I would love that. But they're not doing it yet. So if they want to do that, that'd be awesome. If they're not going to do that, you're going to see that here too. They're going to continue staggering release until this whole console war baloney just totally evaporates and the platform war is dead. So, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, though. I think you're still going to see a platform war. It's going to keep going. And right now, that platform war includes other entrants, not just PlayStation, Nintendo, and Xbox. You got Steam coming out with stuff.
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be other players like Luna with Amazon. There's all sorts of players coming into this area that will try to compete for your attention, even including Apple, who's now trying to look like really legit do stuff here, right? So you have to look at all these entrants and see where do you get your eyeballs going. And as Microsoft and Nintendo and PlayStation executives have pointed out, yeah, they're competing for TikTok and they're competing. They want your time, and TikTok takes away time, and Twitch takes away time, and YouTube takes away time, and they have to compete with that, right? So this is the world they're in, and they just want to get as many players as they can, which is ultimately what PlayStation's doing as well. And we'll see if that that entire library opens up to more platforms. I think it should. Right now, it's PC and PlayStation. You're starting to see that also open up. Helldivers, who thought that was going to be pushed by PlayStation to go elsewhere, but it was pushed by PlayStation to do that. I would not be shocked to see other games like that, right? If there's more potential for them to make money with their IP, they're going to do it. And Switch 2 is sitting there, and Switch 1 is sitting there saying, yo, 150 million of me. You want to put like a Sackboy on here? You might sell a couple million copies. That's just money in your bank. It's just sitting there doing nothing for you. Puts money in your bank. So I would totally see that. But either way, as far as this staggered release, who cares? It just take your 6 months, 1 year, whatever it's going to be. Play your game on your Xbox. It's going to be there. You're going to play it. You know you are. Go play your game. And if you want to wait and buy it on a PS5 Pro, enjoy. right? But if you want to get better performance, I highly recommend go get a PC. I can't recommend it this year though. Prices are freaking ridiculous.
That's true.
But either way.
Yep. Do you mind?
Be nice.
Yeah. Do you mind reading a couple of these?
Yeah, be nice. I'm a bot. I don't hate PlayStation. Just don't like those ponies who put Xbox down every chance you get. That's exactly right. If you enjoy PlayStation, I think that's fantastic. You should enjoy gaming. That's all that matters. It's when you have petty, like, squabbling stupidities against Xbox just because it exists. Like, dude, just other people can enjoy something else. Like, there are a lot of people who hate Nintendo just because it's like too kiddie. Like, okay, but some people might like it. Like, it doesn't matter. Enjoy the games. I don't care. Just play the games. I have a Nintendo because I like the Nintendo games. I don't care. I just want to play games. Torino Johnson. So they think, but at this point, that doesn't matter anymore with Xbox's new strategy. Like Dirt says, they still on the "I got your games" thing, beating a dead horse at this point, while Xbox keeps winning. Yeah, it's just the way it is.
Yeah, there's a couple more of them.
Just Justin B. Give Microsoft more money. Yes, 100%. They'll take the money.
And then there's this one right there.
Force. What would you say that was? Forcive logs? I don't know. Whatever. You pay while we play, ponies.
There you go.
And Torino Johnson again at Silent Cypher, exactly right. If he doesn't adapt, then his platform will eventually die. Like he and the
developer direct is going to be awesome.
Oh boy. Good old Rocket.
Shit out of me.
Oops, sorry. Dave Easy.
Yep.
No. Interestingly enough, it doesn't say the name with the member chat. I think it said the name, right? I don't know why it doesn't say the name with maybe it's a setting or something we have to kind of play with, but
I don't know. I've looked at it.
But either way,
yeah. And for Dairy gotta play that. There you go. So yeah, but like I said, I'm not.
So whatever.
And go ahead. You go ahead.
I just don't want to like pile on anybody or anything. I'm not gonna like negatively say anything about anybody. I don't care. Enjoy your gaming. That's the whole point of this. We're all a community, but I know you have an Xbox. Come on, you have an Xbox. Go play on your Xbox. It's fine.
I know you won't be toxic, and that's why I'm here. So don't worry. I got your back, bro.
That's cool. But yeah, and that's fine. Much respect for Hargeet and everything. So please don't. If you get coming after anybody, you come after me. So there you go. Hargeet is awesome. So that's just all there is to it. But yeah. So. All right, so the last thing I'll say on this the topic, I guess, would be that it scared me too. It's funny. Yes, we had TTS on for the first time, so we're trying it out, see how it goes. And yes, they can get creative. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. But yeah, so but yeah, it's I don't know, and like the Dreamcast guy, every day it's a PlayStation is a king, and the thing that gets me is like, talk about the high prices of the PCs going up and everything. And they're like, just buy a PlayStation Pro. What the fuck would you waste your money on a PlayStation Pro? The scam box of all scam boxes, where the pisser tech doesn't work. So much so that they're not making games to work on it because it doesn't work. It crashes. There's supposedly some big update coming to fix some of their problems, but even then they say it's not going to be able to fix everything. A lot of stuff is melted into it. And of course now PlayStation has the biggest problem, which is what Nintendo had a few years ago, is that their dev keys are now out in the ether. And not only is it hackable, but it's already been hacked. And there have now been already, it's been like 2 weeks now, there's already homebrew things running on the PlayStation where you can actually play a game that is a PlayStation first party game and it doesn't send any signal to let them know what you're playing. They've already put in blockers back to the network so that PlayStation won't even know that you're cheating the system. Crazy. Oh, from hearing from people.
Holy shit, WebDave is cursing. What a blessing.
What the fuck, P-Lump? I cuss all the time. So anyway, yeah. No. I'm so sorry. Watch my language. Anyway, no, thanks, P-Lump, for being here. We appreciate you, buddy. We do greatly. P-Lump does a good show. Marathon shows. Oh my God. 9 hours, 11 hours, 5 hours. Crazy.
Power hours.
They are good stuff. If like, and sometimes he goes a little off the rails, different topics, but he's diehard and steadfast in his. He definitely doesn't like the ponies. And the thing is, it's so. I guess the biggest thing that I'll take away from it, and I promise you, we're going to switch off. We're going to talk about that controller, but is the it just doesn't. You can just tell that it's completely trying to get clicks and likes and stuff.
I will make PlayStation great again and turn WebDave into an honest man or face deportation.
Oh no!
Somehow I highly doubt that.
I highly doubt that too. Oh my goodness. My goodness. Well, and there you go. What can you say about that? Other than Easy, you're one of a kind, buddy. I love you. Oh my goodness. Oh. Yeah, I don't see
using the tools for evil.
Yeah, exactly. But that's all right. That's all right. But I have a feeling, I'm just guessing that, American-made company would probably be more of in favor than it would. Okay, here we go. Big love.
PlayStation is dead.
All righty. Well, with that said, we're gonna move on. Oh, amen to that. I do think PlayStation's a little bit of trouble, but all right, we'll find out. Unless they, put their games on, put their Spider-Man things like that on the Xbox. We'll see. That's gonna happen pretty soon. But anyway, I'm just guessing. Anyway. All right, so Hargeet, let's start with you on this one, because I know, like me, and I want everybody to go in. There's a possibility that there's a new controller coming. There's this article. I'll let you read what they say could possibly be on it, and of course, this is all still rumor speculation until they make an announcement. And then also that it's the 25th anniversary, so they could actually make a special edition, which would be on top of this, which I think would fucking sell like crazy. So your thoughts on this new controller, and do we need it?
Okay, so I'll just read what it says first.
Yep.
The Xbox Elite Series 3 will supposedly arrive in 2026 with Wi-Fi chip integrated, less lag in xCloud, advanced haptic vibration, DualSense style, yay, Hall effect sticks. Oh my god, that would be awesome. Motion sensor for automatic power on and when picking it up. And this was from the leaks that we had before for Seville, which was the potential new controller that we're working on.
Mm-hmm.
So will you buy it? Okay, and that is the end of it. And if that's a picture of it looks pretty snazzy. But that seems like it might be a picture for somebody else's controller. I'm just saying. I don't
could
know.
be. Yeah, it could be. I mean, it's or AI or something.
Yeah. But either way, you want my thoughts on it, or should we just go through the panel first?
We'll go the panel first. How's that? And we'll let you wrap it up.
Go to the panel. Silent. Let's start.
Yeah, I like everything that they're saying there, and I really, really hope that this is the case, because I don't know about you guys, but I was kind of disappointed the last couple times when we found out that we had a new controller coming, and it's like, oh sweet, we got this special edition. Oh, and it's the Elite version 2. It's like, stop it. Like, do you have a bunch of extra parts that you're just trying to burn through? Like, why did we hold on to that one as long as we did? It hasn't had the capture button. It hasn't had some of those like modern improvements for years. And so every time I saw it, I was like, that's a cool controller, but I don't want another version 2. Like, even just some of the basic tweaks that they did with this new controller, the grip up on the bumpers, just right above the triggers, even just like the form factor, it feels like it's just a little bit cleaner, and it kind of rests in your hand better. And the version 2, like, it's good, but the it felt like the joysticks also just kind of always felt a little floaty. They fixed that a little bit with the version 2 where you could kind of lock them in. You could tighten them up a little bit. But the Hall effect joysticks is going to be a big thing, especially given like how many of these things get drift. And trying to take one of these things apart and repair them, it's not a big deal as long as you know what you're doing. But you do have to have a solder gun and you have to have the right gear so you can actually do it. And so, like, if one of these things goes bad, you have to rely on Microsoft to do the replacement on it, or whoever you bought it through if you have a warranty. And with how many did have issues over the years, it's just kind of always been a bummer. And so putting those Hall effect sticks in, like something that we know is more durable and lasts longer in general, it's about time. I've got one of those Game Sir controllers upstairs. Shout out to MJ Dark. He actually recommended one on there. And it's got like this cool Wu Chang design on it and stuff, but it's got the Hall effect sticks. It's got a bunch of the features that the Elite controller has. And so it's kind of a cool one, but it's got the Hall effect sticks and it feels great. Like the thing plays great. I think it's going to last longer just in general versus most of the controllers that we have on the Xbox side. The drift just seems to hit eventually. So I think this is great. And I really hope that we do get this announced soon. Like you guys said, that image definitely looks a little suspect. Looks like someone might have been like, hey, make me a controller from this brand or whatever, but from this company, like this manufacturer. It looks like it's not the final product by any means, but it looks slick. And even if it just has the Hall effect sticks and a capture button, I'll be excited, because I've found myself using the capture a lot over the last few years. And it just always bums me out when I see that they have a new controller that's really cool, but it doesn't have your capture. It's like, if you're gonna push forward and you want us to share these things, you want us to get people engaged with stuff that we're playing and stuff, like making the pictures, videos, all that type of stuff, like make it easy for us to do. And you can still do it with those V2s. It's just you have to jump into the menus a little bit and it kind of takes you out of the experience. Whereas the modern controllers with the capture, you capture, you keep running, and you're good. So yeah, I don't know. I'm personally just ready for a new one. I think it's time. I think it's long past time, really.
Yeah, I agree on that for sure. Fuzzy, your thoughts on this controller, and will you get one if it comes out?
Definitely wanted picking up one. Like, for the longest time, I've wanted an Elite 3. Like, this is my second Elite 2, and you can see the grip is starting to come off. Now, I've replaced the faceplate when the rubber was starting to lift off the front part of it. And this one,
Daggett, question: has the PlayStation Portal always been $199? I thought it was more. Best Buy has it for that price. Man shrugging emoji.
I think it was more. I think it started at $399, wasn't it, originally?
No, it started at $199.
Oh, okay.
It's always been $200. Yep.
No, but with this controller, like the rubber grips, I almost wish they would use automotive plastic that has like that soft touch feel, and then just have that for like that rubber grip where it doesn't peel away or unhook and unglue and stuff like that. But that's the only thing that I've wanted for the past couple of years. That one that I have has never been dropped, and the rubber still peels off. I guess my hands are too warm or something. I don't know. But
PlayStation, it's dead, folks. No good games. It's unbelievable. People just aren't buying it anymore. Then it
Sorry. No, but I'm definitely picking up an Elite Series. What was that? Like a Xbox
3.
Series 3 Elite.
Yeah.
As soon as that comes out, it's a day one purchase. Now, I would love for them to do the design labs day one when those come out. I'm so glad they did the design labs for the Elite 2, but please have the design lab available for the Elite, day one. I'll pick up 2 custom ones and have those ready to go and stuff like that. But yeah, this has probably been their longest time, I think, between generations of controllers. Like, I don't know. It just felt like this is overdue at this point.
Yeah, I will agree. Hargeet, ready for this? You gonna buy one?
Yeah, so definitely I would love to get an Elite 3 as far as them releasing one. My question is, would this not be part of the next gen console? If it's coming out, it seems a little interesting that they're putting it out now. So I guess this would be a Series X and S controller, obviously PC, right? And it's going to have xCloud tie-in. So good enough. The haptic stuff, right? And it's going to have xCloud tie-in. Oop, what was that?
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, so as far as the haptics, I just hope it doesn't kill battery life and I can turn it off if I don't want it. I love the Elite like battery life. It's crazy how long that thing lasts. So you know, as long as it's a good amount of time and it's not like the PlayStation 5 controller where you have to basically plug it in to use it anyway, I'd rather just keep the the 20-30 hour ridiculous battery life that we get. So Hall effects, awesome. That's an awesome idea. Hopefully they get that in there. And then the wake to you know, like move to wake, that's kind of an interesting you know, option. We'll have to see how that plays out, right? Because I don't know if I always want that, but it is interesting. So we'll see what that's like. But yeah, that could be an interesting feature. We'll see how that works. And I assume that's going to be only console, right? It's not going to be available on PC, which if they could pull that off, that would be fantastic. But I'm going to assume it's going to be based on console only. So good enough. Will I buy it? Sure. So they're going to release it. Sure. You know, I've loved the 2, but like that has had its issues. The bumper buttons tend to start failing. The sticks start to drift. If they can fix those 2 things, even just getting the stick drift out of there, that is fantastic. So if we can pull that off with the Hall effects, awesome. And then the additional features, I'm sure, will be interesting and compelling. I do like the idea of Design Lab right up front. That'd be awesome as well. But you know, even if it's just a 25th anniversary, right, that they're going to have a 25th anniversary version, I'm going to pick it up. It's going to happen. So, but we'll see what they, you know, announce if it even is coming or not. It does seem like it's a good tie-in to next gen. And maybe this is the beginning of next gen where they say, hey, this is coming first. It will be compatible with next gen. But it is, you know, the controller that's available, and maybe it's all the way backwards compatible to Xbox One and not just series consoles. We'll see, because currently they do have that forward backward compatibility thingy, right? So so that's cool. If it's available, why not, right? Let's see what they do with it.
Yeah. And I hope it's compatible with a PC, especially since if that's their next.
Oh, it'll 100% be compatible with PC. That's definitely going to happen.
Yeah,
but they'll definitely do that.
But the I guess the other thing that they integrated, which would be the Wi-Fi chip integration, because that's basically what the Stadia controller was, right? Where you're able to help with the lag and stuff. Was a Stadia controller was able to log in to the Wi-Fi, which made it a lot better. And I think that would be the key to really helping cloud move forward too, in my opinion. So I don't know. We'll see. Gosh, man, we've been going for 2 hours now. Oh my gosh, guys. Hargey, is there any other like a topic we want to end on to wrap things up, or are you ready to head off into the sunset, my friend?
The only ones left are there was the potential rumor of a Nintendo Direct in February. And I think we already talked about the jailbreak, right? We already got the emulator thing in there. And then you had this Microsoft Rewards thing. I don't know if that's a topic you want to get into, or
let's see. Let me take a look here. What I have handy. Let's see. So I had a whole bunch of links up, and then sometimes it's you know, for whatever reason, some things get pulled and pushed and stuck in different directions. I don't know. Sometimes it seems to reorganize, so it's hard to find stuff. Let's see. I know there was that on the. Okay, I'm losing my mind. Hargeet, let's see. Oh, we'll let a P-Lumps thing read.
Don't wrap the show up. Give us 8 more hours.
Oh, no. No, not going to do 8 more hours. God bless you, my friend. But no, I don't think we could do 8 more hours. I don't have that in me. So, yeah, but yeah, we don't want to lose our audience. We got over 200 people here still watching us live. We greatly appreciate that so much. I clicked the wrong button and clicked off my bookmarks. Way to go, Dave. All right, so let's take a look here. You know what? We'll throw a monkey wrench in there. We're gonna go completely off topic with this one. Let's see. This would definitely be where we need to go. Because this is a total absolutely rumor thing that was released or announced or whatever. Well, never announced because it was total like a thing. We was talking about the supposed Nintendo Direct on the 20th, and
at Magnum I6V celebrates 10 months of membership.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. All right, so yeah, Hargeet, you want to read the top of that, and then we'll play this show the video clip, which is crazy.
Sure. All right. So, hang on. I am not a leaker. I am a professional, educated guesser, and willer, as in willing this into existence. I will things into existence. So, with that said, I present to you the biggest announcement of the year, happening in the upcoming Nintendo Direct on February 20th, a Friday. Nintendo Switch 2 add-on on-screen accessory. It looks interesting, though, doesn't it?
It does. It does. I mean, if it was for real, I mean, like I said, this is rumor speculation tenfold, way out the gate. But I mean, the showing how you flip it around and how you attach a screen to it, that's interesting. It's very interesting that if it actually would work. I assume that the top screen would just be a visual, and the bottom screen would be the quote unquote touch screen, kind of like the Game Boys and Game Boy Colors and all those kind of things, the Game Boy Flip and all that kind of thing that they had out. That would this, is it necessary? I don't know. I mean, it's cool, but is this a system seller? I don't know, guys. Does this interest either one of our other panel members? Does this interest you at all?
I already have my Switch 2. I was never really a Nintendo DS kind of player or anything along those lines. So having that second screen, I don't know. I'm happy with having the Switch in dock mode or just portable. Although I don't use the Joy-Cons at all. I wound up getting a 8-bit controller for it because I was afraid of the stick drift. So I went with the HAL joysticks and stuff. But the second screen sounds cool. I'm pretty sure a lot of Nintendo fans will probably pick it up just for like that DS type of effect. But yeah, it's not for me.
Yeah, there you go. Silent.
I'm looking at it and I'm trying to figure out, like, honestly, I mean, for backwards compatibility, it would be good, right? But you'd have to do a lot of update to the current stuff to make it so it was compatible and used that second screen like properly. I think would be kind of my concern. I mean, maybe it's not a big deal, but it also kind of seems like the Kinect, but for the Switch, right? Where it's like, you're releasing this thing, it's out there, people can get it if they want to. If they don't have to. But because of that, because it's not going to be baked in and like sold in with the actual system, you're not going to have the user base or the install base for it that maybe you would want. And so, like, how much R&D and how much do you actually throw behind this thing to make it so it's compatible when like who knows what your actual install base is going to look like for this thing. Could be hit and miss. Given the video that we're seeing, like this little demo where they show how it would connect on there, I like it. It's a cool idea, but it seems extremely flimsy, the idea that it's holding on to just that USB-C connection. If there were like a finalized version, I think it'd have to have a couple hinges that came down and mounted on the other side of the system, just so it would hold it in place. Because I think otherwise you're going to see a whole bunch of young kids throwing those screens across the room on accident, because like if that sucker's not tethered down, like we saw what happened with Nintendo Wii controllers and people's TVs, right? Like just imagine this, like if someone gets pissed off at Metroid Prime, they fling their controller, or they fling the thing forward, they throw the control or the screen like across the room. So
slides right off.
Yeah, who knows? For me, I don't need it. If I ever was interested in going back to the dual screen thing, like you can still get the DSs out there. You can still get the cartridges, unless it's one that's like a really rare cartridge. I don't need it myself. But to be fair, I didn't buy a Switch 2. I wasn't interested. Hargeet, I know, enjoys his. You know, like I could probably scrape off like a 1/4 inch of dust off of my Switch upstairs at this point. we don't use it. The kids don't use it. My son's interested in his Xbox and his VR. He doesn't care about the Nintendo stuff anymore. So it's like, for me, I just didn't buy one anyways, because I was like, this thing's not going to get used. It seems like a cool idea, but again, I don't know what your install base would look like. And it seems like it'd be kind of an undertaking to try and make the games compatible with it. And it might just not be worth the hassle for them.
Yeah, I agreed. Right there with you. Hargeet, your final thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is real. This is just somebody's,
it's great,
wanting it cool. Like we had the Wii U, which had a tablet-y interface, and then the screen on the TV, right? And this could kind of give you compatibility with that, I suppose, right? And it also has the DS capabilities. Fair enough. I just don't know if this is something they would do or not. As far as Nintendo taking advantage of these kind of things, they tend to do that with their own games, and their own games sell so much that's probably worth it if they can make it work. I don't want any gimmicky things, but then again, there's enough customers for Nintendo stuff that it'll probably work out if they did something. This is very far-fetched, though. I don't like, this is just somebody's like thought as to what they want, right? So I don't know if there's anything like this coming, but could it happen? Sure. Is it likely? Probably not. Would I get it? No, because I pretty much use that thing docked. I don't know how often I'll be able to play the Switch or Switch 2 in this point in a portable mode. I generally, whenever I go somewhere, I'm too busy, so I end up not having enough time to do anything else. So I don't know. And look, beyond that, I have the ROG. I could probably take that with me and play on that. It just depends. I've taken the Switch 2 with me when it came out, and I played a little bit of Mario Kart, and that was basically it. So most of my Switch gaming is docked, and it's on my television. So it's just the way it goes. I don't know that I would ever be in this position where I would have the portable with the extra screen. It looks interesting, but again, I don't know if there's going to be like game mechanics that could work only in that mode, because then what do you do when it's docked? That is part of the Switch, right? You literally switch it to a docked versus a portable. So I don't know if that's viable. So it's an interesting thought, but I don't know if this is going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I think it's very creative. Probably somebody nice little AI project and came up with this. It's neat. Would it sell? Maybe. I don't know. They did the VR thing.
Dave, don't forget, like Nintendo sold a bunch of people cardboard.
They did.
So like it could happen. It doesn't seem very likely.
I bet cardboard was a little more reasonably priced than what this would cost. Just a guess.
Probably, yeah.
Just a guess. Because they even $100 for to give the illusion of the old Virtual Boy, which you took your actual Switch and slid in there, which was cool, and it looked. That was $100, and it was just basically the holder to give you the illusion that you were playing on those games. Just saying. Who knows? I mean, it's not. I wouldn't put it past them to put out some silly shit that we don't need. That's for sure. And do they have like big plans for this? I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. But it's been rumor and speculation that there was going to be a second screen on the Switch 2 anyway. So maybe this is the way they do it. They bring it in a little bit at a time. And maybe it's their niche thing. They just want to, create a little more options and grow their base by doing different things. Who knows? Will I buy one? Probably.
Did Dave freeze for you guys too?
Yeah, I think Dave just de-resed.
Yes.
Yeah.
He just joined Tron. He's one of the new cast members.
Hey, maybe he comes back. There he is.
I am. That's the new PC. What's going on? Okay, hold on. Let me. We're gonna finish that. That's what it was. They didn't like me talking about,
Nintendo just stopped your stream.
They did.
Trying to cancel Dave. You're going to get a knock at the door from the lawyers here soon.
I probably will. Probably will. That's right. As long as I don't hear from MBG. Sorry. What? Copyright strike. Whatever. It lives there. But anyway, we'll move on from there. So guys, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate each and every one of you for joining us in the chat and for trying out the TTS tonight. That was a lot of fun, a lot of craziness going on there. But hey, we're getting used to it. We'll continue to try that. So far, so good. And with that said, I want to go around the horn. Fuzzy Belvedere, my friend, and I know you're excited for Thursday. Are you going to be on any show talking to anybody with discussing it with anybody? And of course, where can everybody reach out and find you and see when you're going to be on next?
I hope so. I guess it depends on timing. It will either be on Boom Show or Mav Show. One of the two. You'll definitely be able to find me. Maybe I'll be on both of them.
There you go.
Switching back and forth. No, cool. But it was awesome being here with you guys. Always love being here, talking about gaming and what we have to look forward for the rest of this year as far as what Xbox is delivering, everything that's going to drop into Game Pass. It's an awesome time to be a gamer. And like I always say on other podcasts, tackle that backlog because we're going to get bombarded this year with games. So be prepared. If you're already buried or overwhelmed with games, some of them left over from last year, get to it. The weekends, maybe squeeze in a few extra hours here and there. But always an awesome time being on here with you guys. And for those that want to hear my rambles and rants, just do a search for Fuzzy Belvedere. You'll be able to find me on social media. You can find me on Xbox and other platforms, including Steam. Switch, I don't know how to do that whole social security number thing. But other than that, Fright Night with Ferocious Fee on Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're into horror movies along with gaming, check us out. It's me and the wife and Silent Cypher, as well as Presto Beaches, talking about everything from AAA movies to some B movies, C movies, and some that are even lower than that with turkey puppets and things. So check it out when you get a chance.
Alrighty then. And just to let everybody know that all of those channels and the shows are in the description of this video right now. So please make sure you check that out. Or if you're listening later in audio, all those links will be there as well for you to click on easily. So please make sure you do that. Fuzzy, thank you again so much for being here, and I look forward to actually hearing your hopefully excitement when we hear the announcement on Thursday from Forza, because I know you're a big fan of that, and I'm actually happy for you because I know you're excited to get those racing game going as well. Silent Cypher, my friend, what is up, buddy? Thank you so much for being here. Please tell everybody where they can find you, where they can reach out to you, all that kind of good stuff, and what shows you're going to be on. Are you going to try and get on a podcast?
Well, thank you for having me, as always. It's always great hanging out with you guys. Thanks for tolerating my shenanigans.
Always.
It's always a blast. You can find me pretty much everywhere as Silent Cypher. Find me on Xbox. Like I said, I'll be playing some Arc Raiders probably for the foreseeable future. Backlog be damned. Again, be sitting on that for a little bit, it seems like. But yeah, social media, find me on there. Find me on Xbox, Silent Cypher, everywhere. Find me this coming Friday. I'll be on Breakfast with Boom on Double Barrel Gaming's podcast. And then, of course, like Fuzzy mentioned, you'll find me on Fright Nights with Ferocious Fee on Friday evening. I forget what movie we're watching on that one this week.
Oh, I think it's Hush.
Oh, Hush. That's right. Yeah. That's right. So
that's a great
watching
movie.
Hush. Yeah, so that'll be fun. Besides that, you probably won't catch me doing too much this week. Hopefully, eventually, we'll be back with Xbox International Podcast. I don't know if they'll stay on Wednesdays or if we're going to try and tweak the schedule so we can cater to everyone's personal schedules and like get things up and running. But just keep an eye out and obviously pay attention to Louie's morning shows. If we have some info, I'm sure he'll end up sharing it there whenever we decide what we're doing. Besides that, not much. I'm hopefully just going to catch up on sleep, some gaming, and maybe watch some more movies. But yeah, chat, it was awesome seeing you guys. And Hargeet and Dave, thank you guys for having us. And Fuzzy, I'll see you on Friday, bud.
Well, it's definitely our pleasure to have you guys on. Love having you guys on and your input and your insight into everything gaming related. So it's awesome, and other things related to horror movies and such. So always cool. Hargeet Chani, my man. I'll put the icon up there in the corner. There's a QR code for Hargeet Chani's YouTube channel. I forgot to get the other guys ready. Sorry, but they're also in the description below. Make sure you click on those descriptions. Hargeet's channel is in the description, along with where to buy your book directly is also there as well. It's pretty awesome. So definitely want to get that. I still think you ought to get Epic to read your to the audiobook version. Stop it. Anyway, Fark you. You're so dangerous. Oh goodness. Okay, so please tell everybody where they can reach out to you, where they can find you. Are you going to be doing on somebody's live show? No, because you got to work.
I'll be working, so
that's all right.
But I'll be on with Fonz on Tuesday, 7 p.m. US Eastern Time, Fonz Gaming, and with Boom on Wednesday, 7 p.m. US Eastern Time on Double Barrel Gaming. And then we'll finally be back on Friday with On Point for Gamers with Steve and Doodle.
Nice.
Check that out, 8-ish p.m., somewhere around there, Friday night. Check that out, and we'll be able to go over what happened to the Dev Direct at that point. We got a super chat that's going to get read in a second here. I'm assuming.
It was at that moment WebDave knew he effed up.
FBI, open up.
Oh, geez.
That was awesome.
Creativity is amazing, Daisy. I love it.
Anywho, and then we'll be back obviously next week. We'll Sunday we'll talk about the Dev Direct, obviously. So check that out when we come back next Sunday.
Exactly. And we will have a show next Sunday that will be discussing the fallout from the Dev Direct. Anyway, what?
If you like this video, please hit the like button.
Yeah, exactly. And I think somebody knocking at my door. I don't know. Maybe I need to go. But thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you being here. I might need to go, but please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and thank you all for joining us here on the Gamers Council. See you guys next week.
Game over.
Play it day one with Game Pass.